Let's continue seeing ourselves and what we are up to non-judgmentally. In the past section, we have identified our escape from and escape to tasks and realized that they could switch places. So escape from tasks can become escape to tasks and vice versa. We have also seen that both subtypes of escape from tasks are those that we want to complete, independent on what we think or say about them, whether we say that we want to do them or not. And our escape from tasks are usually those we have on our to-do lists, even if they might be as extensive as New Year's resolutions. This could be, for example, write a report, a master thesis, lose weight, or finish writing a book, an article for a magazine, or write a book, or learn a language, or renovate a house. So let's see where escape from tasks are and what is the next step. So let's draw a diagram connecting us, our dreams, the tasks on the to-do lists, and see where could be the most appropriate task that we need to do. So here's you, here's your dream or goal, and this is your escape from task. It's somewhere in the middle, like, for example, prepare for the exam, finish preparing for the exam, for example. But this task is too large to do at once. The most appropriate would be something much smaller. So this is where you need to concentrate upon, not about finishing your escape from task, but for example, in case of the exam, read one page in the textbook. This would be much easier to accomplish. Because when you try to accomplish your escape from tasks in one go, then it simply must feel like jumping between the rooftops without any preparation. If we take the example of a writer, then, for example, if you are in front of your computer or an empty page, and you have a title, an outline, because this is the dream book or the book you want to write. So your ultimate goal is to become a published author, and you want to write this book. But you cannot write this book in one sitting. So the next step that you should concentrate upon must be much smaller, something like to write a paragraph or even one sentence. Let's take the same example, but a different starting point. For example, you in the shower. You still want to become a published author, and you still want to write that book. But you cannot write the book in the shower. You cannot take your computer or your notebook with you. The most appropriate would be, and it's all part of the same process going towards your goals, and it can be more than just one. So the next step when you are in the shower would be finishing the shower. That's it. And then when you finish the shower, that would be your starting point, and so on and so on. Let's see an example of emotional starting point. So what happens if you start with being upset? So this could be in the shower, or that could be even in front of the empty page. So you still have your dream and goal, and you have your escape from task on your to-do list. But this is what happens when you're upset. These tasks, they often seem farther away than how they appear in other moments. Sometimes they seem simply unachievable and impossible. So the next step would be for you is to look where you are, and to look non-judgmentally. And here what I discovered to be a huge gift of anthropology, Kaizen, and gamification, of this synergy of these three approaches together. I learned that being upset is not wrong. It's just a moment in my life. That's it. And it makes sense to make this upset moment as small as possible the Kaizen way. So we can stop as soon as we notice it. So it's anthropological approach. You see it non-judgmentally, and then you can stop. In the next moment, you can choose what your following move in your game will be. And if you see it as a game, then the drama falls away.